running into my trash can. Hi, everybody. Let me know when you can see me. Just waiting for mine to come live. Hi, everybody. It says I'm live now. Here it comes. Oops, I gotta turn the volume down. Whoa, wrong way. Hi, everybody. Hi, Jan. It is a beautiful Sunday morning. It's a football day in America. Hi, Denise. Hi, Barb. You guys, this is going to be fun because this is not a new pattern. It's been out there. Oh, gosh. I don't know when she made it. Let's see. 2019. I have had it for a long time and I never made it. I did do a practice run early this morning because I'd never made it. And I'm doing it a little different than the pattern. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Hope. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Valerie. Linda. Hi, everybody. So this is what we're going to make. This is the Phoebe backpack. It is the perfect size. It's not huge. I haven't actually even finished this one. This is my tester. But I am doing it a little different. For those of you that don't like bound bags, I'm making it a bound bag. But in her pattern, you don't bind it. The one caution I would tell you is if you're gonna do the turn method, just be very aware of your fabrics, because I think turning this and with the material that I'm using today would be difficult. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Nancy. Thank you. Hi, Leslie. Hi, lady. Thanks, Jan, for posting that. So it's the Phoebe backpack. Like I said, I'm making several modifications. One of these I learned actually from Kasaya, so I want to give her credit for that. I am binding it, which is not really from Kasaya, but you know, sometimes when you bind bags and it doesn't have a little lip, your binding gets in the way. So Kasaya and I am doing this exactly like she did. I added a little lip here on the front so that when I do bind this and close the bag, the binding doesn't get in the way. So it's perfect. The other difference that I'm making is I'm making it a sling instead of a backpack. So I have my little sling connector here. There are no D-rings on top, although I did put some rivets on top. I did not use D-rings here. And then I am doing the hidden sling connector so you can wear it on either side on the back. So, hi Brenna, hi Teresa. Hi everybody. So those are the main things. I did not put a zipper on the back either. It's got a great zipper pocket here in the front. Huge. Love that about this bag. You know me and pockets, I love them. And then I did put two zipper pulls on the front, and then on the inside there's a zipper pocket, and I put my slip pocket all on the back. Now I haven't bound this bag yet. I'll do it later today probably, but it really turned out good. So if you don't mind binding, this is the way to do this bag, I think. The Phoebe backpack, which I'm making into a sling. That's it. All right. Love it. Hi, Marlene. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Betty. All right. I have my coffee, and I'm ready to get started. Oh, Marlene, you're in San Diego. It's got to be gorgeous there. I'm reading the comments over here. It's a kind of a mixed, partly cloudy, partly sunny day here near Tampa. So, oh, I am using a number 18 gauge needle and I'm using Tech 70 thread. This is, look at that thread. This is the new color from Saya. Oh, it's perfect for what I'm using today. All right, so let's show you what I'm doing. This is going to be the outside front pocket. And then for the back and some of the gusset, I'm using this. This is faux suede from, I think it's faux suede, or it's called Kaya, I think, from Indo Love Creations. That's what this is, and it's the Midnight. This is from the Sewing Room of Gardner. I don't know the name of it, but it's gorgeous and it sews beautifully. Then all of my lining is going to be this, it's bonded luxe nylon from Wonderground Fabrics. And then I'm using all number 5 zippers with silver nickel zipper tape. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Patricia. Hi, guys. Hi, Buha. I probably am not saying that right, so please forgive me. But welcome from Canada. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do our front pocket zipper. So let me put you down here. Hi, Mary Beth. Hi, Terry. I know. Sunday mornings are really pretty good to go live for me because, you know, there's no football on yet. You know, there's not really any chores to be done, so it's pretty good. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is, let me get rid of my pattern piece. Keep in mind, this pattern piece is mirrored. So when you make these, do mirrored pieces for your lining and for your outside piece. Mirrored pieces. Sometimes I miss that and then I have to recut things. It's a little annoying. Thank you, Jan. Hi, Terry. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to sandwich our zipper. The outside piece is on the top of the zipper and the lining is on the bottom. Keep in mind, your little curved ends are going in. And then we're just going to sew that together. If you want to baste them the first go around, you can. I just find it's easier to sew things all together if I can, and if it makes sense. I don't know the name of the color of this thread, but it is stunning. Hi, Cynthia. You just purchased the Juki 1181N. Oh my gosh, you're gonna love it. That's just like the one that I believe Lauren has, actually. You're gonna love it. Oh, Brenna, I know, I'm sorry. It was kind of warm yesterday. Today, I think it's going to be a little bit in the mid 70s to low 80s. Yeah, my husband takes really good care of the yard, so I'm pretty proud of him. All right, now I'm going to turn those wrong sides together and top stitch. And then I am going to baste them together all the way around, just so they don't move on me. I know I say this a lot, and I truly mean it most of the time. But I sometimes change my mind, but this might be my new bag. I know it. I know it. All right, so that's what we're going to repeat on the other side down here. And I'm about to run out of thread, so I have a new bobbin ready to go. Angel. We're making the Phoebe backpack, Angel, but I'm making it into a sling. I prefer slings over backpacks myself. So I'm making a few modifications. It's a great pattern, though, I have to say. Sincerely, Jen. She makes really good patterns. She does have some videos out there, too. So feel free and go watch her videos. There's several people that have videos. So, just FYI. I just have had it for a long time, and I never made it, and I thought, I gotta make that. And I thought, oh, I'll just make it with my friends. Thank you, Angel. I'm so glad you're here. Oh, I missed a little bit here. Let's fix that. It's funny, guys, because, you know, I love going live because I don't have to edit the video afterwards. And that takes a fair amount of time, actually. All right, so that's our front zipper pocket. Let me clean this up over here. Okay, here we go. You hear your Thor calling you. Kathy, are you home yet from your daughters? So now I'm just going to fold this together and mark my zipper centers. So let's mark our centers. Oh, don't get me started on one person can have so many bags. Especially don't get my husband started. All right, so that is the front pocket zipper. Now take your front pocket panel. Let me find it. Yeah. The front pocket panel exterior. So here's the fabric. This is a bigger view of it. Isn't that pretty? And we're going to lay our zipper right side down, centering our marks. Yo, you go home Tuesday. Okay, I hear you. You're going to be itching to get stitching. I know I would be. All right, so get your top lined up. And then this is what is a little interesting about this pattern. It's what gives that front pocket a little poof. Take your bottom piece and line that up and fit that in to the side there as you go. The one I made earlier fit perfectly, so. This is the vinyl, Jan. I didn't know she had it in waterproof canvas, actually. And then fit your zipper around. I didn't know she had it in waterproof canvas. Oh, dear. Something else I might have to buy. That's not good. Okay, let's do this other side. And I'm just going to open my zipper. You know, I may do the same thing, Kathy. I did that not too long ago. I took a whole bag to our local women's shelter of bags and wallets. And I actually have another bag in there ready to go. So I probably will be doing the same. There's a lot of clipping in this pattern, just so you know. It's a bit time consuming, but it's worth it. So if it doesn't, just ease it in. My zipper is a little big, which is okay. We'll just ease that in. Oh, my eye was itching. There we go. Perfect. All right, now we're going to baste that in place. I did not interface a single thing. I didn't interface anything, which I love. On the other one, I didn't either. And it's really best just to go slow right here. It feels weird, but it gives you that nice front pocket, which is worth it. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the Louis waist pack, actually. This little piece here. Where's my stiletto? Just be mindful of your zipper. Mine is a little big. We'll have to figure out what happened here. I probably made my zipper too long. It's probably what I did. We'll ease it in. Yep, see, I already eased it in. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Okay, I'm just paying attention to where my zipper pull is. And then when you get down here, it's a little, just pay attention because it wants to move on you. Has anybody ever, who's made this? Oh, gosh, guys. Critical part and I ran out of bobbin. Isn't that just the way it goes? No worries, I got another one ready to go. So who's made the Phoebe? I'm curious. I love it. If I'd known it was this cute, and it's a, I don't know if she calls it a beginner or what. It's not hard. None of it's really hard. All right, let's do it. Darn it. I'm gonna have to just hold it. All right, no harm done. Now we have a full bobbin. Okay, so this is what you have. Oh, isn't that cute? All right, so now I believe we're gonna take our lining, yeah, and lay that right sides together right here on that same zipper side and clip that. So you haven't made it yet, Kathy, either. You should. This is a great bag. If you're like me, I know you probably are, Kathy. You have a million patterns. Not a million. That might be overstating it. But a lot of patterns that you haven't made, that you have. I don't have that many, really. I've made most of the patterns I have. Some I've only made once. Let me undo my zipper. I should have left it undone. There we go. That's better. Okay. Yes, in the original pattern, she actually tells you you can do either one, but in her videos, she bursts it, but she uses quilting cotton, which is a big difference, big. So if I was using quilting cotton, I would probably birth it too. And honestly, because I didn't interface anything, I probably could birth it, but I like binding myself. I know you've heard me say it many times, but I hated it at first too. But I love it now, actually. Good, yeah. Binding gives bags a really nice feel. So it's worth it, and a lot of designers bind their bags now. So, all right. Let's sew that. And she recommends that you sew from this side, just so you make sure you're on the other side of your stitches. So I probably will do that. Just make sure you're feeling for your zipper tape. Yeah. Okay, where's my, there it is, okay. I don't know if Sandra's here from the Sewing Room of Gardner. Hi, Karen. But this fabric sews beautifully. It just sews beautifully. This vinyl she has. I can feel my zipper tape bunching, so I gotta get in there. I can feel it. Okay, let's turn this right side out. Yeah, she really has nice vinyl. I got it when I was there. All right, let's turn this, see how we did. It makes noise though. Can you hear that? Oh, God. All right, that turned out pretty good. Let's see how our zipper looks. Perfect. Isn't that cute? See, so now when we put the other side on, which is I think the next step after I top stitch this. So let's top stitch this. Just make sure your lining is pulled out of the way. And again, I'm gonna unzip it. I'm glad I changed my bobbin. Okay. Just trying to make sure I keep my zipper pull out of the way. Oh no, Angel. I'm on the big screen. Oh dear. Tony and I both started watching videos on the TV too. I mean, it's so nice. You can see everything so much more clearly. What did we do before we could do that? Probably why our eyes are bad. Okay, so now I'm going to just close the bottom. So there's the inside, the top stitching. Let's just close off this bottom. Okay. So there's our front pocket. Now we're going to take, I think, let me see, what's it called? Front pocket panel. The lining front pocket panel. Back. Yeah. Yep. So that's just another piece of this, but there are markings on here. So that's going to come into play, I think, in the next step, the next 1 or 2 steps. So don't forget to mark those because that marking is important. And now we're going to lay our lining pieces right sides together on that other side of the zipper. Creating that pocket in the front, which is such a big pocket. I'm trying to decide what I would put in there besides my phone. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Julie. I don't know what I'd put in there. Maybe I could. It's big enough for a purse pal. Honestly, it's big. Maybe I put my sunglasses in there. That might be good. Or my sanitizer. It actually, all of that would fit in the front panel. And then I could The other side of it is big enough for a water bottle. I'm just thinking ahead, guys. What am I going to do? Oh, Terry, we watched the game too. I don't really care who won, but I shouldn't probably say that, but I'm not into that. But we did watch it. It was actually a pretty good game. Oh. I thought it broke. Brenda, I'm making the Phoebe backpack from Sincerely Jen, but I'm making it into a sling, and I am binding it. Now these corners, you're going to have to trim. So don't be worried or dissuaded by that sticks up like that, because you are going to trim that off. So don't fret about that. This one I'm having to trim a little more than the other one I did, but oh, there you go. Okay. All right. Now we're going to sew that together. We're just basting these, which is trying to remember why that is. Okay. Okay. Let's just baste it. Trying to decide. I think I'm going to do it from this side. So I can see my zipper tape easier. Yeah. Then I'll open my zipper. We're almost done with this front pocket. It actually comes together pretty quickly. I was kind of surprised, actually. All right. Okay, I'm going to do the bottom from the lining side. Did I catch it all? I did. All right, let's do the bottom from this side. Just is easier so you can make sure you're catching. Perfect. Now we're going to trim those corners off, so don't worry about that. Just going to trim those off, just like that. Okay, and there is our zipper pocket. Look how big that is. I mean, you could put all kinds of things in there. Love it. All right, the next step is to take this piece that is the front top panel, and it looks like this. I already put my tag on. And that is going to go on the other side of the zipper tape up here. So you're laying it right sides together with your zipper tape, just like this, so that when we're done, it'll look like that. Oh. Hi, Janine from Australia. It's 2 a.m. Oh my gosh. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate that. I do videos in the evening sometimes, which is better for my friends overseas. So this is where that mark, so you can see, it's hard to see, but my mark is right there. It's right there on the right side of that fabric. So I'm going to bring that down and clip that in place. And that's important. That's an important mark. And then just work your zipper in. And again, come down to that mark and clip. Oops. Was I right about the amount of clipping? There's tons of clipping with this bag. It's all right. All right, I have to have a sip. Thank you, Jan. All right, now we're gonna just sew this together at the seam allowance in the pattern. Keep in mind, her seam allowances are pretty small, actually. I think I'm gonna unzip this though. She does not have big seam allowances, which is okay. You just go slow. It's kind of curvy. And you're on your zipper, so you want to make sure you're not catching your teeth as you go. This thread looks so good with this dark midnight kaya. Looks really good. Okay. I'm going to stab myself. I'll put that thing down. Hi, Cindy. I'm sewing the Phoebe backpack, but I'm making it by Sincerely Jen, but I'm making it into a sling. Okay, there we go. There's the front panel. Isn't that stunning? It's funny because this is called Midnight, but it matches the background in this fabric perfectly. Just perfectly. All right, we're going to set that aside for just a minute, and now we're going to work on the zipper. The top zipper closure. Now, so full disclosure, I am going to tell you that this added piece is not part of the pattern. So because I'm binding the bag, like I said earlier, I added a piece on the so that the zipper isn't in contact with the binding. I don't like that. I shouldn't say I don't like that, because the retro sling does that and it works fine. I don't have any issues with my retro. But when I can avoid it, I think I do. And I got this little tip from Kasaya. So just full disclosure, I'm giving her credit for it. So this is not part of the pattern. It's the same length as the top gusset, but it's 1.5 inches wide. So just FYI. I don't think Kasaya would mind. I'm giving her full credit. All right, so here's my zipper, and I am using 2 zipper pulls, and we're gonna lay the right side of one side of our gusset, right side down. So this gusset is not, it's the same, oh gosh, it's the same as any other zipper gusset. So I feel like I've made 1 million of those. That might be an over-exaggeration. So I just have a little piece of double-sided tape on here so I can sew them one at once. Butamus. Kathy, I don't think everybody knows or has heard that word before. I bet if I said that to my husband, he'd say, what did you say? Butamus. That's funny. Okay, now I'm going to sandwich my lining on the wrong side of my zipper tape so that I can just do one seam for the sake of time. Yep. Okay, let's do it. And I'm going to move my zipper pulls out of the way. Thank you, Teresa. It is. It's going to be beautiful. Why, it might be my new bag. I know it. I say it a lot. I can't help it. Oh. I didn't quite do my full seam allowance there. I don't know what I did. There we go. That's better. Okay. Now, the other thing, I'm going to do this a little different because I'm not doing the D-rings on the top. My handles, it's not going to connect to that top handle. I do say that with all the bags I make, Cindy. I know it. Shh, don't tell my husband. All right, I'm going to top stitch all the way around. I know, I just love bags. Obviously, that's why I became a bag maker, because I love bags. And I love fabric. I mean, isn't that why most of us are in this? Because we love it. We love fabric. We love creating. Cindy, how are you doing? You don't have to stay here if you don't want to, but let me know how you're doing. Okay, then I am going to top stitch. I'm going to close my zipper off. And just close this all the way around. Excellent, Cindy. Fantastic. Okay. Making good progress, really. Okay. Hi, Sherry. You're okay. We're making the Phoebe by Sincerely Jen, except it's a backpack, but I'm making it into a sling. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do the other side of my zipper panel before I do my handle. I don't remember what she says to do in the pattern, honestly. Oh, very sticky. And I'm using webbing for my my sling handle. But for this top handle, I'm using the Kaya. Man, that's sticky. It's sticking to me. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I prefer a sling. I've never been a backpack person, actually. I don't know why either, really. I like slings though. All right, so now let's put the lining piece on. I think I'll take this off a little at a time. It's gotten very sticky. Yeah, that's the way to do it, Barb. I don't know why that piece is longer, but all right, let's sew that together at the seam allowance in the pattern. Perfect. All right, same thing. We're going to put those wrong sides together, top stitch, and baste that closed. You could clip this. I'm just for the sake of time today, I'm not clipping it. I'll just hold it as I go. Normally, I would probably clip it if I didn't have people watching. Wait till you see this thread on this Kaya. Oh my gosh, it's perfect. I don't have any more of it either, this color. I'm not ordering anymore. I have a closet full of vinyl. Hi, Rinda. You're not too late. We got lots to go. Okay. Now we'll add our handle. I'm just going to straighten this up a little bit. I have to tell you something funny. Do you guys ever feel something on your legs? If you wear shorts when you sew, do you ever feel something on your legs when you're sewing? I just felt something on my legs. It's thread. Oh, it scared me. I thought there was a bug in here. I cracked myself up. Okay, there we go. Look at that thread on that Kaya. It's stunning. Okay. Now I'm going to grab my handle, and I have my handle prepped. It's just a 3-inch piece folded into itself. And then she tells you markings. I made mine an inch longer. Let me show you. Where's the other bag? Here. So I made the top handle an inch longer so that I had a little more to grab onto, because I use this part of the bag a lot. Grab it out of the purse and go, etc. So I made it just an inch longer. And then I haven't sewn it yet, but I have double-sided tape up to the point here where my marks are, because I am going to add a rivet. So what I'm going to do is take off one side of my double-sided tape. And this goes right next to your stitching on the wider side of your gusset. Of course, you know, in her pattern, there's only one top gusset. And just get it on there as straight as you can. Oh, you know what I got to do first? Darn it. I got to sew this. I got to sew this. We got to sew this together because we don't want to sew our handle closed. Yeah, we're going to make a little box around our handle where it's not connected to the bag. Sorry, guys. Scoop. That would have been a big boo-boo. So you just go down to your mark, go back, and go back. You're making a little oblong box here. And I went too far, so I'll have to rip those out. Hold on. I know. Thank you, Jan. Yeah. I know it. It's all right. That's one reason why I wish I could hear you guys. Because when you go to make a mistake, I can't hear you. And I'm sewing, so I can't see you either. You know? but we saved it. Okay. Let me clean that up before I put it on there. No harm done since we caught it. Perfect. All right, now, thank you, Linda. Now we are going to add this. Where's my tape? Okay. You know, yeah. So now this gets added right next to those stitches on both sides. You guys. I appreciate all of you. You have no idea. I truly do. Okay, now we are going to do the right thing and sew that on. Once I get all my stuff out of the way here. And I have a sip of coffee. All right, let's do it. And I just am going up to that line of stitches and going back over them. It doesn't hurt to reinforce that a little bit. And coming back down. And we'll just repeat that on the other side. So that's what you have. You could definitely use webbing here instead of your vinyl. It would be easier actually to use webbing. Then you wouldn't have to worry about that top stitching on the actual handle. Okay. Perfect. It's a beautiful thing, guys. So, in full disclosure, she also, oh, Cindy. Yeah, I'm telling you, that Thor, if you get it caught in there, it's a nightmare. I've done it. She has you, when you're sewing this handle on, move your lining out of the way. I think because I know for me and others, they'll use their handle a lot. I think it's a good idea to sew it through both layers, personally. And you're never going to see this. And it doesn't look too bad, I don't think. So, that's just my own 2 cents. The more layers you can sew through, the better. Now, I am going to add a rivet here on both sides inside that stitching. Yeah, it isn't as soft to hold on to. You're exactly right. All right. I did bring my beast of a, let me get these out of the way. Press over so I can not have to get up and walk away. I know, I'm getting organized. Can you believe it? It's kind of scary. Getting caught there. Oh, it didn't go through, did it? Bummer. Oh, let me just do it again. I don't like doing it from that side. Then I can't see the top. So hold on. There we go. That got it this time. Put my rivet in there. Sherry, you've learned to tear them down. I had to do that once, and it took me a couple hours. I had to have Tony come help me. There we go. I didn't press hard enough the first time. Oh, you're funny. You love your Beastie Boys. Okay, yeah, I know. They are, both of these are beasts. They're both beasts. All right, this is a beast too, I have to say. Let me get these out of the way or I'll have them all over the floor. The sound effects really help, you know. You know, Renda, I know you would. Remember, I met you guys. I know, it's okay. I think it's a good idea to do that, actually. All right, so there is the handle. Okay, just see that? How much nicer that is? I think if I didn't have that extra inch, it would be very snug, which would probably be fine. It would probably be fine. All right, what's the next step? Let's see. I'm way ahead of myself. Now, if you're going to make this into a backpack, you would have D-rings here, just FYI. Okay, yeah. Yes, yes. Oh, okay. All right, now we're going to do our bottom gusset. And again, in full disclosure, I added, instead, because I added this side is 1.5 inches is what I added. This, I only added 1 inch because I have to account for the zipper seam allowance. And it works pretty good. It's perfect, actually. So now we're just going to put those right sides together. And I am, again, going to sew these at the same time. So there's my right sides together with my bottom gusset. Okay, guys, I'll do it next time. The problem is, you know, when you're live, it takes a lot of time to change your thread. I know. It would be perfect to do that. Now we're going to sew that together at the full seam allowance. Where are my zipper pulls? There they are. key would be actually to use that thread from the beginning. I know, Terry, that makes more sense, actually. Turn those wrong sides together and top stitch. Just pull your fabrics together. Something's getting sticky there. Okay, and then we're going to create our gusset by pulling our right sides together with the other side. Clipping that in place. And then pulling our lining right sides together. And then sewing that together. Uh-oh. Throwing things. Where's my zipper pulls? Oh, they're way down there. All right, and then we need to pull those wrong sides together and top stitch. And then we'll close off by basting, by basting this bottom gusset together so it doesn't move around on us. On both sides. This bonded nylon from Wonderground is a dream to sew with. It's beautiful. And it really doesn't need, it's like waterproof canvas. It doesn't need any interfacing unless you choose to. Yeah, you always can do it. Okay, let's just sew those together. Baste. And do the other side. This Kaya is a tiny bit stretchy. So, just FYI. Probably wouldn't hurt to put a little piece of woven interfacing on it to keep it from stretching. It's not bad, but it's stretching just a hair. And so you got to really hold it. All right, so there is our gusset. Now, I am going to just make sure that my centers are marked. I don't think they are, so I'm going to just mark them by putting my seams together on both sides. Yeah, I didn't mark my center. I marked all the centers everywhere else except for this. It's all right. This is easy to do. Okay. Gusset complete. It's a beautiful thing. Look at that. Isn't that going to be so cute? Just love it. Oh, my. All right. So let's set that aside. And let's do our I think I'm going to do my outside hidden connector next. Yeah. I'm going to do that next. This is exactly like the Rosie sling. Thank you, Brenna. It is a beautiful thing, I have to say. But I'm doing my hidden connector on the back here exactly like Shannon at Knotted Threads does with her Rosie sling. I love that. So I put a piece of stabilizer back here. I'm cutting my hole here to put my hidden connector in. I have to be really careful here or I get it too long. That said Apple Music was playing. I don't know why. There we go. Scary. All right, so I am on this connector going to go ahead and do a 1/4 inch seam. Then when we sew it on the bag, I'll do 1/8 of an inch on both sides. Okay. I love how Shannon does this hidden connector. I've never seen anybody else do it. Now, somebody else may have done it this way before I saw her, but Shannon, I'm so glad you're here. All right, so here is the right side of my connector. I made my holes, and I'm going to put the wrong side in. Oh, you know what I got to do? Hold on. I got to draw an... you want to draw 1 inch from your hole, because we're going to sew this in place. and put a tiny little piece of tape. Shannon, we're sewing the Phoebe from Sincerely Jen. This will hold the connector while we sew it in place. So I'm just going to put that into that mark on this side. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew a little box, and I'll just mark it so you guys can see it. You don't want to go outside of your connector, but that's what I'm going to sew. It's like a 1/2-inch box. Very smart. Get that out of the way. So don't go outside your connector. And I am going to decrease my stitch length to a 3 here. And then come across. And go back up. This is a great way to secure this. It's just perfect, actually. And then just come back. I know. I'm making a rosy sling for my granddaughter. She's gonna love it for Christmas. Okay, so before I go on, I'm gonna put a piece of double-sided tape here. We're not gonna use it yet, but just so I have it there when I'm ready. Okay. Now, add your D-rings. Don't forget to add your D-rings. That would be very bad. Okay, and then we're going to add this into our other slit on this side and do the exact same thing we just did there. One thing that you might just want to make sure is that it's not pulling too bad. This one is pulling a little bit, so I'm just gonna move that up a little. This gets sewn down, so that's actually perfect. Okay. This is a little bit of a challenge because you have to lift this up. It's not hard though. And just so I don't goof up, I'm going to draw my box there. You don't want to see these stitches when it's done. Yeah, if you haven't tried the Rosy Sling, I don't know if that, I had a coupon. I don't know if it's still valid, actually. It might be expired already. Okay, perfect. Now, pull your V-rings apart. Take that double-sided tape off. And we're gonna lay these down. This one's pulling a little bit. It'll be fine once we get it on. And then I'm gonna top stitch at that 1/8 of an inch. And I think I will pull these threads to the back. going across. And I'm going to go backwards because my D-ring is big. And then go forwards. And I will add a rivet here. Okay, let's pull those and tie those off. You don't have to do this. You could back stitch. It's on the back, so it's up to you. I think it looks better myself. Especially when you're using contrasting threads. Well, I pulled the wrong thread. How about that? There we go. Okay. Perfect. Now, it's pulling a little bit. I think once we get that on there, it'll be fine. I'm going to put a rivet here and a rivet here. I probably should have just made that a little longer. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oh, my watch says it's time to stand. I'm sure it is. Okay, I'm just going to turn around and press those. All right. Isn't that cute? Nice contrasting. Okay. Next step is to do our lining pockets. So take your main panel lining and I am first going to do my zipper pocket and then we'll do our slip pocket. So how she does it is she has you mark your zipper there, and then we're laying that a certain distance from the top. And you can pin it. It goes pretty close to the edges. I don't want to use pins on this nylon, so I'm just going to clip it. And then we'll sew that around that zipper pocket. Just go around the outer box. And then we'll cut that open and pull it to the back. Have good lighting and a good pair of scissors when you do this. I love these Kai scissors. They are, yes, I am, Cindy. I gotta do that strap next, actually. Thank you for reminding me. I'm doing the same strap that Shannon does in the knotted threads. You know, let's do that before I forget. Oh, thank you. Well, let me just lay it here because I don't want to get too many things going, you know. Hey, Sherry. Let's pull that to the back. Now, the one bad thing about, it's not a bad thing. I shouldn't say it that way. This Luxe nylon, it doesn't iron very well. At least it doesn't stay put. So, what I typically do is I will use some double-sided tape to hold it where I want it to, just to get it to stay down while I put my zipper in. It's a lot of double-sided tape, I will say that. So if your machine has trouble with double-sided tape, I wouldn't do this. But that just holds it where I want it for the moment. Okay. Thank you, Cindy. I would have looked back there and gone, oh, I gotta do that. You know, I always look at what pieces I have left. It helps keep me on track. See, that's not holding very good. It'll be fine. Okay. There we go. Here's my zipper. And let's put some more thank you, MacGyver. Oh. Oh, you guys are funny. That's funny. I know who MacGyver is, so I'm laughing at that comment. Okay, so I got double-sided tape. And I want my zipper closing to the left. So I'm going to do it one side at a time. And I may have to stand up to do this so I can see. We'll see. Just want to make sure I have enough on each end. And that it's pretty straight. That's not too bad. Okay. Let's pull the other side of the tape off. Push our This zipper tape I got from Zorel. I don't even know if she carries it anymore, honestly. Perfect. All right, let's stitch around that. And I am, I'll pull the threads to the back. Since it's highly contrasting. I'm gonna have to clean my needle off. It's gotten a little gooey. And gooey is a very technical sewing term, you know. There's a lot of very technical sewing terms, aren't there, guys? All right. Now, before I put the back on here, ooh, hot. I'll put a little iron to that to make it look a little nicer. I'm going to do my little slip pocket first. So here's the slip pocket, and we're just going to sew that right sides together and then turn it right sides out. I think she has you have two pieces. I just did one. Oh, four-letter sewing terms. I know. I know. I hear you. All right, I'm gonna just trim that just a little. Yeah, my needle is all gummy. I gotta clean that up. Let me turn this first though. If you have cotton or even waterproof canvas, this that would press really well. This bonded nylon just doesn't press hardly at all. I mean, you can try. It doesn't really press good though, I don't think. Let me get my little tool. I'm getting ready to start a huge, hi Rhonda. I'm making the Phoebe backpack by Sincerely Jen, but I'm making it into a sling. Now I'm gonna just sew this closed because I'm gonna put a little bitty vinyl accent piece on top. Okay, so I just have a little accent of my Kaya. I put a line down the middle. Your product. Oh my gosh. Oh, you know, I don't do shows anymore. I did at one time. I don't. It's so much work, and I'm not as young as I used to be. Mm-hmm. All right, let's just top stitch that. So hopefully we caught the back. Oh, barely. So I'm going to do another row of stitches right next to that. Well, that's not the most perfect thing, but it'll do. It's inside, hardly be able to see it. I don't know what happened there. Cut off my excess. And I am going to put this on the same side. I'm going to get my zipper pocket that I have on there out of the way. And I'm just going to eyeball this. And sew it on. Just making sure my lining is out of the way. Okay. It's a beautiful thing. All right, now we can put our other part of our lining on, and then we'll do our sling connector. Oh, you just started them? Oh, Rhonda, I know. You're young, though. I'd do it at 50. I was doing them at 50. It's a lot of work. The setup is a lot of work. You know, depending on the venue, how far you have to go to set up. They're a lot of work. All right, and I'm sewing this completely shut. Now, if you're doing the birthing method, you would leave this pocket open on the bottom. Okay. We are now getting ready to put it all together. I do trim my pocket just so there's not quite as much bulk in my binding, since I'm doing the binding method. The less bulk you have in there, the better, really. I need a sip of coffee. If my husband is out there watching and he feels so inclined to bring me a fresh cup of coffee, that would be fantastic. I don't know if he's watching. All right, there's your zipper pocket. And you have a little slip pocket. Love it. All right, let's do the sling connector here. So just like Shannon and Knotted Threads, I clipped along both curved sides here, and I put a piece of double-sided tape there, and we're just going to fold that over to the 1/2-inch line that I drew. This does have some Decaville light in it because there will be some stress on it. So do that on both sides. I got some goo. Okay, and then fold it over and add your square ring with the connection piece in the middle here, and then fold those two together, just like that. And then we're gonna top stitch that. There we go. Okay, let's top stitch that. And then because I am so close to that big square ring, square ring, I'm gonna back stitch. And then I'll turn around. That just turning and back stitching, it just makes your life easier. Not to have to worry about that silly hardware getting in your way. And then cut off your little dog ears here. And then I do put another row of top stitching here, as close to that ring as I can get. Just for a little extra security there, because this will get a lot of use. Okay, let's burn our threads. Both sides. All right, let's grab our back piece and let's center that up here on the top. And let me just see, and I'll mark my center on here. I don't have one side that's nicer than the other, so I'll just do it this way. You can come in. Oh my gosh, you guys, see who's light right here. Thank you, love. My husband just brought me a fresh cup of coffee in my bear mug, and he had jam and a half. Thank you, love. Okay, let's baste that in place. Okay, now we're gonna baste ours together. Now there is another zipper pocket she has in the pattern back here. I'm not doing that one. I know I'm very lucky. He is a definite keeper, guys. He is my best friend. So I'm putting wrong sides together. This is the back, and I want my zipper and my pocket on the back. Oh, Jan, thank you. He is. He knows it. We're very blessed. I am going to move my zipper pull to the center. So remember, this is a bound bag, so how I'm doing it. In her pattern, she has you birthing it, but with the fabrics that I chose today, that would probably be hard. And as you know, I'm not into bag making for it to be hard. I don't mind a challenge. I like challenges, but I don't like struggles and that kind of stuff. I like to enjoy what I'm doing. Okay, more clipping, guys. Lots of clipping. And then we'll just baste these two together, and we're going to do the same thing for the front panel. And if it doesn't quite fit, just ease it in. All right, so that's that one. And let's just clip our other one. Whoops, I think I moved the camera, sorry. So there's our front panel. And here's the back of our front panel. Wrong sides together. Natalie, I know Jan answered, but I'm using Kasaya's new color. Jan, what color is this? What does she name it? It's gorgeous. It really is gorgeous. I know Kasaya isn't watching because she's on vacation with her kids. All her kids. For the holiday. Now, when you get up to here, let me clip this and I'll show you. You have to be a little careful here. Gorgeous guava. Oh, it is gorgeous. It is an absolute beautiful color. And it goes with this bag perfectly. Okay. I know. Very tedious clipping. It's all right. What time is it? Oh my. We're coming up on 2 hours. I'm going to have to hurry. You guys good with hanging? If you have to go, please feel free. But Jan, are you okay with hanging? We just have to put these together, attach our gusset, and then bind. find it. Let me clip this. You're good? Okay. If you need to go take care of Dad, let me know. How's he doing today? Glad to be home, I am sure. Okay. All right, let's get everything out of the way here. Hope, you are a funny girl. I love it. This is chipped, and I don't even care. It's not where I put my lips. I got this in Mount Rushmore. Not Mount Rushmore. Not Mount Rushmore. It's the mountain up near Seattle. Oh, what's that mountain? That's terrible. I can't even think of the name of it. All right, let's base these together. Not Mount Rushmore. Rainier. Thank you. That was bad. So I'm just basting these front and backs together. And when you get here next to your zipper, just make sure you've got this top piece in your seam. You don't want any raw edge hanging out there for this binding. Oh, I need to increase my stitch length back. Hi, Julie. Okay. Yeah, Mount Rainier. I've only been there once, and it was this last year. It was beautiful. Just beautiful. There was snow. People were hiking up with their skis. And it was in May. It was beautiful. Okay. Let's just make sure we caught it all. Yes, we did. All right. So there is our front. Let's do our back. Rhonda, it is beautiful up there. We went to the, I think we were going on a cruise. We went on that Alaskan cruise from Seattle. So we were close. And we, you know, as big of a coffee drinkers as we are, we went to this Pike's Place Market and went to the original Starbucks store. And we saw the flying fish at the market. I mean, we had the best time. It was so much fun. I don't think I'm catching this, so I can already tell I'm going to have to go over it again. It's all right. Yeah, I would interface this Kaya just with some lightweight woven fuse or something, because it's stretching a little bit. Just a little. It'll be fine. But that would help prevent the stretching. Oh, well, we did catch it all. It's a beautiful thing. Look at that. All right. Now let's get our gusset. And we'll attach that. More clipping. And I'm going to put the shorter, actually it's this one, the shorter gusset in front. So I'm going to do that first. So turn your gusset wrong side out. Find my centers. And we'll clip that in place. I love the Kaya from Indo Love too. Absolutely. I love it. It does, for this, most of the time I've never noticed having an issue. But today, for some reason, it is stretching just a little. It's my fault. Thank you, Hope. You're right. All right. I love it when people keep me honest. All right, I'm matching up my bottom centers. I'm a big fan of Indo Love Creations, by the way. Karina, she has fantastic products. And if you haven't noticed, if you haven't been to her site in a while, she's fixed her shipping issues. Her shipping used to be a challenge. It was very expensive. And I feel her pain because I had the same issue with Shopify on my website. I'm constantly refunding shipping because it's just ridiculous. You can't make it calculate it correctly for some reason. I don't know. So you need to try and match these, and for me, it's matching perfectly. I cannot believe it. It is. The Kaya is beautiful. I love her waterproof canvas. I love her Safino vinyl. I don't know if she has it anymore, but she used to have some basket weave vinyl, which I also love. I do kind of hoard her vinyl, especially the Kaya, probably. All right, let's do this other side. Oh, I think my watch is telling me it's time to get up. I can't right now. I'm in the middle of something. Yeah, you would like them all. I mean, all her stuff, honestly. And she has flat rate shipping now, which is huge, really. I don't know why. This happened this morning too, but on this side, it's a little bigger. I don't know why. It's weird. We will make it work. The other side fits perfectly. No idea. Okay, I'm going to open my zipper too before I get any further. Yeah, I don't know why. I'll work with it though. It'll be fine. I'm going to use these red clips here on the big, thick. For some reason, they open bigger than any other color. I have no idea why that is. All right, let's do it. Let's put these together after a sip of coffee. Hi, Samantha. You're never too late. You can always catch up with watching it later, but we're just binding this Phoebe bag, and so I'm putting my gusset on one side, and then I'll do the other. Oh, I gotta increase my stitch length, guys. That'll make it easier for me. And I'll just ease this in as I go. No idea. And if I have a little pucker, I am okay with that. I'm gonna have a pucker. I like puckers. I'm kidding, of course. Okay, it's very thick right there. Make sure all your hardware is out of the way. Jan, I didn't hear if you, thank you, Julie, how Dad was today. Did you reply to that? I'm sorry. If you did, I missed it. You know, Samantha, I've had the pattern forever too, and I never sewed it. This is my first one. The pattern came out in 2019. It's all right. We're a little behind. That's all right, though. It's a great pattern. I wish I'd made it sooner because I will be making more. Okay. Beautiful. All right, before I go too far, I'm just going to clean it up if I need to, which I do right here. Just so my binding will be even. And there's a pucker there. Let me see how bad it looks. Oh, it's not that bad. That's okay. Puckers hurt my feelings, but this one is okay. It gives it character. You know, that's what I say. Okay. All right, I think I'm going to bind it as I go. Hi, Valerie from France. And I am going to use this for my binding. I don't have anything that matches. I don't want to use any of my fabric. This will be fine. That's what I say. Just clipping my threads here so they don't poke through. You know, you don't really pay attention to the binding anyway, so. You know, I didn't like it at first, Jan, this fold over elastic. I didn't like it at first. In fact, I thought, ugh, what is the deal? it's all the rage. Everybody's using it. I didn't like it. Then I used it a few more times because I had bought some. And now I love it. It's kind of like binding in general. You don't like it at first, but then it's like, oh. The key to this actually is stretching it as you go, I think. You know, just like with any binding, if you don't catch everything the first time, just go over it again. It's fine. Mm-hmm. Nobody's going to be looking at your binding except for you. That's what I say. I do look when I go to the store. I do open bags and look at if they're bound. I open them and look at it. You got to try that sometime. You'd be shocked. You go, oh, well, mine's not really that bad then. Mm-hmm. It's tedious, though. I will say that. Yeah, you got it. It helps to stretch it. It does. I don't know why that helps, really. All right, I'm just going to cut this a little long. And if I was not on a live, I probably would change my thread color, but I'm not going to worry about it. Oops. Let's do it. Getting it started is probably the hardest part. You know, we as seamstresses want things to be perfect. And I do too. But not everything is going to be perfect. And it doesn't necessarily have to be. Renda, if you're still on, you probably disagree with me. And that's okay. I know you're a seam ripper girl. I do a lot of seam ripping too. Okay, let's see how we're doing. I don't know. I think we're doing okay. These thick parts are probably the biggest challenge of all to get it to connect good. If I have to go over another, that's usually where it is, over the really thick parts. I'm gonna peek. Oh, my. That's okay. Perfect. I hate having to do it over, but I do if I have to. It's really thick down here. Okay. All right, let's clip our threads. And then I'll fold this over. I think there's one little spot I have to just go over again. Dang it. Hurts my, oh my, that's a complete disaster down here. Oh dear. That's very bad. Don't ask me what happened. That is bad news right there. No big deal. We will fix it. This is bad too up here. Goodness, Barb. That's right at the beginning. It's all right. We'll fix it. It's annoying now. All right. It's not going to be pretty. And after I leave you guys, I probably will go back and make that prettier. But for now, it's going to have to do. Yeah, I'll go back and fix that later. It's at least all caught. Hi, Kathy. You did. You caught me at my most vulnerable moment with the stupid binding. All right, let's put the front on and we'll bind that, and then we'll do the sling handle and move it in. I wouldn't say it's a quick sew by any means. It's probably a good 3 hours from beginning to end. I did some of it before we got started. So, you know, these bags, they have a lot of parts to them. So it takes a while. I didn't talk about, if you feel like you need to staple it, feel free. I haven't stapled anything in a while, but I used to staple all the time. So don't be afraid to staple if that makes it easier for you. Thank you, Samantha. I'm so glad you're here today. That's a really cute pattern, that Teresa. Very useful. Now, this isn't coming together like I want it, so I'm just going to do a few little snips here on my gusset, and that'll help. Hi, Jaded. Oh, yeah. Just a few little, just amazing how just a few little clips makes all the difference. Always clip the straight part of your bag, not the curved part of your bag. I'm going to go up here and do it first. So I would say 99% of the time, clipping it goes is your gusset. I heard somebody say that a long time ago, and that just has really stuck with me. Hi, Catherine. Yeah, Betty. I'm taking my time on this one today. It's going to be a long video. It's all right. I got to finish before 1 o'clock. Football's on, you know. I got to go. Well, there went a clip. Now I am a success. Hi, Louise. Louise, since you're here, I'm going to show you real quick. This is my first version of this bag. This is Louise's fabric. samfabriccreation.ca. It sews beautifully. It's perfect. Somebody was asking some questions, Louise, about they couldn't get something ordered. She said she emailed you. I'm sure you've already responded and have figured it out. All right, guys, let's do this. And then we'll bind it, do our strap, and we will be done. I hope I have enough thread in here. I just realized I may not, but we'll see. Okay, it's kind of thick up here. How'd you like that sound effect? I try not to do that too much. It does help me though. You know, when you make noise, it does help. I don't know why. I know you guys do it too. Okay, we're getting there. Love it. Okay, let's just do a tiny bit of trimming here. You live 20 minutes from Sailrite. Oh my gosh. I wish I did. I'm their biggest fan. I love my machine. I do. I mean, I love Thor, which I have now. My 1341 Thor. But my Sailrite is my favorite, I have to say. Now, Thor sews through things much better. I would never get rid of my fabricator. Mm-mm. Best decision I ever made. Okay. Ooh. That's quite messy, Barb. All right. Let's do this. Jaded, you're still in bed? Excellent. I'd stay there if I were you. All right. More clipping. You should go test drive one, Kathy. You know, they have other versions. I don't know that I would get any of their other machines. I don't think I would. They are more portable, though. This, obviously, the fabricator is not portable. I guess you could take it with you somewhere. It would be painful. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. Oh my gosh, I gotta hurry. Football's coming on. Goodness gracious. I'm gonna finish it though. So Betty, this is fold over elastic that is 1 inch. If I cut my own, I typically will cut it 1 1/8. Just to give me a little extra. So if I'm using waterproof canvas or something else for my binding, I will cut it just slightly more than 1 inch. 1 1/4 is too much, I think. It ends up being too wide. But 1 1/8 works well for me. And I like using waterproof canvas too. All right, let's cut this and sew this together. I know it. I agree with you, Betty. That's why I've really kind of I've resorted to the inch and an eighth. It's amazing how much just that eighth inch helps. Now this fold over elastic is stretchy, so it's pretty forgiving. Oh dear. And lets you, you know, stretch it. Now see right there, you know, I think it's fine. We'll see. Hopefully I did better on this side. I don't know. I think I did, but we'll see. Okay, here we go, guys. I don't know. I'm hopeful. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There is one tiny little spot right here that I missed. I mean, it's on there, but it's barely. I'm just going to go over that again. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, guys. Perfect. I know. I know it. Well, I got to do the handle. I got to do my sling. Okay. All right, let's turn it right side out. Wait till you see this, guys. It's absolutely stunning. Oh, guys. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I wish Sandra was here because her fabric is the star of the show. Oh, I'm going to have to take some out there. That's okay. Oh my goodness. Now, I have a little cleanup to do, but look at that. Look at the size of this front pocket. It is beautiful. And then when you open it up, you've got this huge zipper pocket in here. And you got a slip pocket. All right, let's do our strap. And I'm just using some navy strap. It'll go really well with that. Let's see. My neighbor's here. Let's see, 36 by 20. We got their Amazon package today. So he came over to get his package. That's hilarious. All right, let's put our hardware on. He probably had no idea why I didn't get up and answer the door. All right, so I'm gonna turn that over. It's our new neighbor too. You guys, they're the nicest people. Okay, so let's sew that together. So that's our slider. And I always, on these, I always sew, at least I try to, from the top side. That way, if there's any bunching of threads, it happens on the bottom. Just something I've learned over time. I'm going to do one more row right next to it. I don't know, what do you guys do? Do you do boxes? I don't like boxes. I can't make them look good. Just a preference for me. They always seem off. I've done them, but I don't like doing them. Okay. Let's add our swivel. Let's make sure I got it on there right. Yep, I did. Back up and through our slide adjuster. Just like that. And let's grab our bag. And I always connect this because I always have the hardest time. Just so you're, I don't know if you can't see what I'm doing, can you? Let me show you. So I connected my swivel clasp. This is the right side of my slider. Bring that up and back through, and then we're just going to connect it right there because it's already got the slider working beautifully. But before I sew this, I will test it just to make sure I'm right. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, let's sew this and then we're done. It's a beautiful thing. Thank you. All right, I'm sewing from the right side. Okay, one more row, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I really thought I'd be done way before now. I talk too much. I can't help it. Too much coffee drinking. Okay, one more row. All right, let's turn you up. Hi, guys. I know, I'm kind of goofy sometimes. All right, there it is. Our Sling Phoebe crossbody. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh. Let me move back here so you can see it. Yeah, I love binding it. I'm going to go clean up some of that binding on the bottom front there. But I won't make you guys suffer through that with me. But look at the inside of the bag. Zipper pocket, slip pocket, and it's pretty deep. Remember I added an inch because I was binding it. Then you have a really cute handle. You've got your sling. Let me get up. I'm gonna fall over. Look at that. Isn't that just the cutest thing? Oh, my knee is giving me fits today, guys, so I had to hold on. Sorry. And then you can move it on either side. So depending on which side you wear it, you can move it. And then you have this big front pocket. Huge. Huge. There it is. The Phoebe Sling. I'm calling it the Phoebe Sling. It's actually called the Phoebe Backpack by Sincerely Jen. This is from Sandra at the Sewing Room of Gardner. I think Jan linked it. I don't know if it's in stock or not. This is the Kaya from Indolent Creation. And then, you know, these rose zipper pulls are from Lauren Marmino. And then the lining is from Wonderground Fabrics, Luxe Bonded Nylon. There is not one stitch of interfacing in here except, I take that back. There's a little piece of Decaville Light in this up here. And then there is some stabilizer back here on the inside. That's it. I don't think it needs any more than that myself. There you go. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'm going to read some comments and thank you, Brenna. Hi, Sandra. Sandra, did you see it? I used your fabric. It's stunning. I used it back here, up here, and the star of the show. Beautiful. Thanks, lady. Thanks, guys, for joining. Hi, Libby's. Hi, Karen. Karen, you've been here. Sorry. I was just kind of being goofy. Thank you, guys. I'm having so much fun doing this. I know I say this every time, and I mean it from the heart. I appreciate absolutely every one of you. I appreciate you subscribing. I appreciate you joining, watching my videos, liking, sharing. I truly, truly do. And you know, on my website, I'm selling hardware now. I'm selling landscape fabric for card slots, and it's really all about supporting the YouTube channel. That's really the whole reason I'm doing it. The bags that I make, most of them are 50% off, 35 to 50% off. So, and what I don't sell, I'm gonna donate or give away as gifts. Thank you, guys. Thanks for joining. Let's go watch some football. Have a great day. Bye-bye.